Hello everyone! How are you today? I hope that you are great and that you're ready to start. Today is Friday, May 22nd, 2020. And the objective of today is to learn about heroism and obstacles. Well, let's start talking about these two words. Heroism is the characteristic of the heroes. We can know heroes from the stories or the movies or the books that are fantastical. They are not real, but we also know different heroes that are real people. So sometimes we face two different obstacles in the life. Something that is difficult, a situation that is difficult for us. So in the history, there are a lot of people that are heroes because they have been through these obstacles. Their life has been difficult, and that's why they are heroes, because even though their life is very difficult, they take the best of these situations and they do big things. So you can find heroes in your own house. A hero can be your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your grandma, your grandpa, your uncle, your aunt, your cousins. In your family, I'm sure that there are more than one hero. So in this class, we're gonna try to be ready to read a story about a real hero. This is like an introduction for the next class, okay? So, what do you need to do? I ask you to please open your literacy book to page 120. So now, pay attention to this picture and try to find different details in the picture. And tell me, what do you see? For example, I see a boy on their shoulders. There's a cat in the window. There's another cat with the grandma. There are 3 birds. There's a cake, a birthday cake. There are 3 apples, 2 presents, 3 balloons. There is the other grandma and there is the other grandpa. I think they are mom and dad. And there is a girl with a purple hat. There is a tree and there is a stair. Now tell me, what do you think? What do you think about this picture? For example, you can see here that it says, I think it's a party. Or they are proud of their boy. What else do you think? Well, I think that the grandma rescued the little cat. I think that the cat in the window is lost. I think that the boy was playing because he's very dirty and full of leaves. I think that they have finished eating because there are some plates empty. I think that is a beautiful day for the family. You can write some of the things that you think here, okay? And the last one, what do you wonder? What questions do you have about this? Here are some examples. Why are they holding him? I wonder whose birthday it is. So maybe you have different questions about this picture and you can write your question here, ¿ok? Pequeña explicación en español. En esta parte de tu libro, lo que te pide es que analices un poquito lo que estás viendo en esta imagen. ¿Cómo lo vamos a analizar? 3 pasos. Observando, observas, ¿qué detalles ves? Think, pensando, ¿qué crees que está pasando en esta imagen? Todos los detalles que veas, ¿qué crees que está pasando? Y finalmente, what do you wonder? ¿Qué es lo que te preguntas? Me pregunto, ¿por qué estarán cargando al niño? Me pregunto, ¿de quién es el cumpleaños? Entonces, todas las preguntas que tú te puedas hacer sobre esta imagen, puedes escribir 1 o 2 aquí. Okay, let's continue with the book. Now, the letter D says, think and discuss what makes someone a hero. ¿Qué hace a alguien un héroe? ¿Qué características hacen a alguien un héroe? So here you have a space for you to write different characteristics you think about the heroes. Now, let's do the last thing of this page. It says, look at the pictures in the reading. Who is the main character and which adjectives do you think describe him? Think and check. Okay, so in this part, it asks you to look for the principal character in this reading in the next page. Okay, so please go to the next page and find who is the main character. ¿Quién es el principal personaje de esta historia? You can find it easily. You can see that this is the main character, okay? So we're talking about Bikila. This person is Bikila. So just look at it. What do you think that are the characteristics of this character? So let's go back. Do you think he's strong or not? If you think he's strong, please check it. Do you think he's brave? If you think he's brave, check it. Do you think he's bored? Aburrido, bored? Check it. Do you think he's funny? He makes you laugh? Do you think he is tall? Or do you think he is sad? Check the characteristics that you think that he has. And now you're ready to begin the next class. Hello again, guys. This is the second class of today. This class is about reading. And you know what are we going to do today because we already introduced this reading. So we're gonna start reading this. Okay, but before we start the reading, we have to understand some words, okay? So I'm gonna give you some words that you have to keep in mind when you read, okay? First one, Olympic Games. The Olympic Games are very famous games in which compete a lot of countries in different sports. These are the Olympic Games and they are very important. Word. What happens when you are running and you trap with that stone? What happens? You get hurt. Maybe you get hurt in your arm that you say, oh, I got hurt. Okay? This is hurt. Comfortable. This word is, for example, when you are in your bed, laying down, or pillow. This is comfortable. Comfortable. Barefoot. Barefoot is when you have nothing on your feet. When you have no shoes. This is barefoot. Medal is this thing that you receive when you win something. For example, if you win the Olympic Games, you receive a gold medal. Medal. Now, I ask you to pause this video and read this lecture. Have you finished? Now, you're gonna pay attention to the following video that is the same reading. Are you ready?
In the Olympic Games, the marathon is a very long and difficult running race. It is 42 kilometers long. One of the most famous Olympic marathon runners was a man named Abebe Bikila. Bikila was born in Ethiopia in 1932. He was the son of a shepherd. As a young man, he joined the army. In the army, he learned to run well and win races. In 1960, Wami Biratu, one of the runners on the Ethiopian team, hurt his foot. He could not go to the Olympics. At the last minute, Bikila took his place. The team had shoes for Biratu, but not Bikila. The shoes weren't comfortable, and Bikila's feet hurt. He decided to run barefoot so he was more comfortable. At the start of the race, people didn't know his name. Some people wondered who he was. Some people laughed when they saw Bikila did not have shoes. It was a tough race, but Bikila was strong. After a while, there were only 2 runners in front of him. With 1 kilometer left in the race, Bikila pushed himself. Soon, the brave runner was in first place. Bikila kept running. He crossed the finish line and won the gold medal. Then, everyone knew his name. No one laughed at him. In the 1964 Olympic Games, Bikila ran the marathon with shoes. He won the gold medal a second time. Abebe Bikila is a great athlete and a hero for people around the world.
Okay, now that you have finished the reading, we're gonna answer page 126, okay? So these sentences that you have here are the same that I have here, okay? So we're gonna start. We're gonna read and we're gonna write true or false. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first one. Number 1 says, the marathon is a short running race. Do you think it's true or false? This is false. Why? Because it's not short, it's a long running race. It's very, very long. Number 2, Abebe Bikila ran his first Olympic marathon barefoot. Remember this word, barefoot, with no shoes. Okay? So what do you think? Is this true or false? It's true. Abebe Bikila ran his first marathon with no shoes. Can you imagine running a marathon with no shoes? So this one is true. Number 3. At the start of the race, Abebe Bikila was famous. Do you think that? No, it's false. He wasn't famous. The people laughed at him. They say, wow, this runner has no shoes. So he wasn't famous. Number 4, Abebe Bikila lost the race. He didn't win. Do you think that? No, it's false. He won the race. So we're gonna write here, in 1964, Abebe Bikila ran the Olympic Games wearing shoes. So this is the second time that Abebe Bikila ran. So if you don't remember, you can go back to the reading, and if you see, you can read. In 1964 Olympic Games, Bikila ran the marathon with shoes. So what do you think? Is it true or false? Well, this time, this is true. And last one, let's go with number 6. Abebe Bikila won 2 gold medals. What do you think? Again, if you don't remember, you can keep reading. He won the gold medal a second time. Like second grade. So second time means 2. Abebe Bikila won 2 gold medals. That is true. Alright, so we have finished the first exercise. Okay, now we're gonna do letter B. In this case, we have to put the events in order. So we already have the first one. The first one is this one. Bikila took the other runner's place. Okay, so you already have this, number 1. Right? Recuerden que Bikila tomó el lugar del otro corredor que no pudo participar en los Juegos Olímpicos. Ahí empieza la historia. Now, what do you think is number 2? So, when he took the other runner's place, he tried the other shoes. Él trató de ponerse los zapatos del otro compañero, but his feet hurt. Pero sus pies le empezaron a doler, se empezaron a lastimar. So, number 2 is this. Please write here, number 2. His shoes made his feet hurt. Now, if we follow the reading in this page, it says that people laughed at him. So we're gonna write number 3 over here. Okay? Number 3. Then if we continue reading, we can see that the next event, it was that the race was very difficult, but he has to push himself. So we're gonna write number 4 over here, number 4. Él hizo más esfuerzo y ¿qué pasó? Bueno, pronto ya estaba en el primer lugar. Soon he was in first place. This is number 5. And the last one is this one, number 6. He crossed the finish line and won the gold medal. Yay! And finally, we have the letter C. In this case, we have different adjectives. For example, we have thankful, agradecido, sad, brave, scared, surprised, or happy. So you're gonna think, how do you think Abebe Bikila felt? ¿Cómo crees que se sentía Abebe Bikila en 3 momentos, in 3 moments? Before the race, antes de la carrera, at the race, en la carrera, durante la carrera, or after the race, después de la carrera. Puedes usar estas palabras o puedes usar algunas otras que tú puedas imaginar o pensar, ¿ok? So in your book, you just have to write 2 words for each moment. If you have any question, please ask me, or maybe you can write your question and ask it to me on the online class on Tuesday. So, finally, that was all for this class, guys. Remember to do 5 S's at home when you finish your classes. Order your space, leave everything in its place, wash your hands, and stay home. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.